All right, guys. Ian Anderson from Subject Coast Disc Golf, and we're back with some more 2016 Disc Golf World Tour out at La Mirada Park, and we are incredibly lucky to be joined by Dana Vicich. So what's up, Dana?
Hey, what's happening?
How's it going, man? So you were on the card, and it was a pretty fun card we had out there.
Yeah, definitely. Got a lot going on. A lot of different players here on this card.
Yeah, should be fun to watch. But hey, Dana.
Yeah.
Let's watch some disc golf.
I thought you'd never ask.
All right, guys. We are back out at beautiful La Mirada Park in La Mirada, California. Was this your first time out there, Dana?
Yep, first time out to La Mirada.
Cool, man. It's got normally it's 36 holes, but for the World Tour they made it into a kind of a super layout. And have you played the regular courses at all?
I have not. Very first time, and I'm excited to be here and glad that we got disc golf in La Mirada Park when they did, because I don't think we could get a course in there today.
No, definitely not. I think it's been around for, what, 20, 30 years, something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. So Devin Owens is leading our chase card going into the final round. You and Bobby are tied at 9 down, and Dave Feldberg is one back of that. And we're starting off on hole 1, 371 feet, par 3. OB left of the trench right there. There is also OB right. And was there OB long too, Dana?
Yep, there's a line back there.
Oh, yeah, there it is. You can see it right there. So it's a lot of opportunity for OB on this hole. This cool stuff.
Yeah, this hole ended up playing a lot harder than I thought it would.
Yeah, me too. It seems straightforward, but just a really tight fairway. I got Latitude 64 sponsored Devin Owens on the box right here. And lefty, so he's probably going to be hanging it out over OB almost the entire way. Hoping to get back in bounds. Pretty solid throw.
Yeah, I like it. Safe is good.
Yep. Just a little bit short. Up next is you. Where are you from, Dana?
I am from Illinois, Ottawa, Illinois. I currently reside in Minooka, Illinois.
Okay. Cool. What are you throwing right here?
This is a S-Line PD2.
Okay. Simon throws those things pretty far.
Yeah, and I do not. That's not my thing, throwing far. I wish it was.
That was a good throw, though. It was accurate, at least, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of just playing it safe. Try to give myself a little jump putt or maybe sneak inside the circle.
And we got Bobby Musick up third. Also a Latitude 64 sponsor. You're sponsored by Discmania now? Is that right?
Yep, Discmania.
Very cool. And Bobby is the localist of locals. He grew up literally across the street from the course. And he's been taking that Heiser line.
Excuse me. So cool to play with him on this home track, and him to be able to point out his house and all that, tell stories of back in the day. Yeah. It's really cool.
Not to mention Bobby's just an incredibly nice guy.
Oh yeah,
great person to film. I'm sure he's a great person to play with too. 2008 world champion. And up last, another Latitude Pro, we got Dave Feldberg. Always fun to watch play disc golf.
Oh yeah, Dave's a legend.
He is
in his own right.
Was he 08 world champ? Is that right?
Yep, Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo, right on. Looks like he's also got that Heiser lined up. And pops it out there pretty solid. Ooh. That's some dangerous OB with the rolls right there.
Yeah, he caught a good break at not rolling out of bounds.
Yeah, but he is putting straight at OB with that Feldberg step putt, but comes up a little short. We got Bobby Musick also putting right at OB, but also for a birdie. A little short. Devin Owens from, like 38?
Yeah, good run there by Devin.
Mm-hmm. And you're just a little bit closer, but still outside.
Yeah, awkward little jump putt attempt. I definitely was nervous.
First hole, man, and you're putting right at OB. It doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
Devin makes a nice comebacker to save his par, and everybody else has some drop-ins here.
Yeah, at the end of the day, not too bad. I saw a lot of players throw out of bounds and then maybe leave their upshot short from the drop zone and take a 5. So walking away at the 3 is not a bad start at all.
Yeah, you can see that hole played a whole half stroke over par on average. Definitely not easy. But Speaking of easy, we do have hole 2 coming up here, which is the easiest of the holes out there. Pretty straightforward, dead straight, OB left, OB extremely long. And did you mess around with that hyzer line at all, or were you always just throwing up the gut?
I went up the gut every time, even in my practice rounds. That hyzer line's just a little tight off the tee.
I can see that, yeah, huh? Pretty decent lefty hole for Devin. And a pretty good looking toss. That'll play. Yeah, for sure. What are you going with right here?
This is a C-Line MD. Pretty straight flying disc. Got just a touch of stability to it, so it goes straight or it goes right or left, however you throw it.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Parked, man.
Thank you.
And we got Bobby Musick. He's got some interesting style, man. I like it. It's kind of Garrett Girthy-esque a little bit, you know? The underarm pull.
Yeah, and as I was saying in the intro, you know, we have a bunch of different players. I meant to say styles.
Yeah.
We all have our own unique style, and you know, it works. Dave's probably the most traditional of the bunch. Devin's got that shuffle throw, and me and Bobby we've got our own style.
Yeah, that's cool to watch. See how everybody makes the course work. Ooh, Dave with a rare air ball, but didn't go too far. Bobby coming up the hill for his birdie. Nicely done. Got a nice, like, short, compact putting stroke. Really accurate.
Yeah, his swing doesn't come back too much. Like Devin's coming all the way back to his back leg or crotch area, where Bobby keeps it out in front of him.
Yeah, it does. And beautiful drive, Dana.
I like those putts. I like those putts.
Those are the best, man. No stress putts. Our best putts. But 3 birdies right there. Feldy carding the par, and you guys are all 1 down on the round. Devin still has the lead for the chase card. And we're headed to hole 3, from a shorty to a very long hole, 748-foot par 4. A little bit downhill, low ceiling off the tee. And then once it opens up, you're going uphill quite a bit. And then weaving through these palm trees, and the basket's kind of tucked in here before the, those pine trees? Yeah, I think something like that. See it right there. So did you go roller off the tee too?
Yep. I went roller every round, minus hole 2. I think the wind really picked up, so I went air shot, and I wasn't very successful with the air shot. It's a pretty hard righty air shot, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Low ceiling, and it's really tough to get past all those trees because it starts to curve upwards at the end there. And what do you throw for your rollers?
This is actually a Star Roadrunner.
Oh, okay.
Don't quite have a Discmania disc beat up to that flippiness, so went with the old Roadrunner.
Right on. And Bobby also laying down a roller, starting it off a little farther right than he wanted, but so you got really all your goal here is just to get out in the open.
Yep, you really don't even have to throw a good roller. It's just getting it down and not hitting one of those trees.
Mm-hmm. And Feldberg has a fantastic roller game.
He's magician. He's one of the best.
Yeah, totally agree. And he's showing it off right there. And Dana looks like somebody's closer.
Ooh, maybe he's not yeah.
And Devin flipped this over. And
looks like it's out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. Yeah, there is that OB road over to the left there. And I look at it, Bobby's second shot, and he's attacking the pin pretty directly, but I believe coming up a little bit short. Yeah, you can see it right there. Still putting for birdie, though. And Feldberg. Take a little mild hyzer line at it. That'll play.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And what's the disc right here?
This is a G-Line DD distance driver.
Huh.
It's a little flippier than the rest of the DD family, and it pops up nicely if I put it on some hyzer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a great shot. Looks like you're just outside the circle, or just circle's edge, even maybe.
Yeah, I think I snuck right inside the circle. Got that green hit.
There you go. For the metric scoring.
Yep.
Bobby from definitely outside for birdie. Ooh, Scared it. Oh yeah, there it is. You're about half a foot inside.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I'm sorry for everybody that has to watch me putt during this round. I realize my putting stroke is not pretty, and that's why it was important for me to put it close.
It's important for everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody's got kind of a weird putting stroke, you know. Like it seems like no two are identical.
right.
Whereas you'll have, the standard driving form can definitely copy from person to person.
Hmm.
Devin's dropping in, and you're dropping in a par. It looks like Devin did stay in bounds. Managed to save a par. Feldberg carded the birdie, though. Everybody is 1 down on the round. Devin's still with a 2-stroke lead over everybody else. 3 on Dave. And we're on to hole 4, which is another par 4. Doglegs right pretty hard around these trees. And then once you straighten out, you're going downhill. And then left of the gutter is OB. And then road and right is also OB. This peninsula green it's challenging, Dana.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's got that little bit of a hill, so you got to land it nicely, and OB's right there. It can definitely roll out of bounds. It's tricky.
It is. And it really depends on where your drive lands, what kind of shot you're going to have on your second. Preferred is the hyzer approach, but you don't always get it with all these trees. Devin throwing in like something actually kind of understable to get that extra glide on that hyzer. Looked like it almost would have worked, but hit a tree. I see the basket way down there. Are you going with that DD2 again?
The G line, just the DD.
DD,
no
okay.
There is a DD2, but I got over on that a little too much. Cut rolls out. Not in the best of places, but I think I have a line.
Yeah, not the worst either, though.
Yeah.
And Bobby Musick. That's a beautiful looking drive.
Yeah, that looks perfect, and I think we had a pretty good wind for a nice little left to right to help us righties push it over, and Bobby took advantage of it.
Oh, yeah, you can see it with the flag down there. So looking at your second shot, you trying to run the green from here?
Yeah, yep. We got a mid-range, and I got off a pretty good one and clipped that first tree, then hit that second one pretty hard. And stayed in bounds though, so.
Oh, that's fortunate.
Yeah.
Dave with a pretty similar look, just a little bit closer. Lacing it down there. Oh, a little short, Dana.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he took a little bit different of approach. He took an overstable disc trying to play a wide skip and just didn't get it wide enough.
Exactly. And Devin has a really great forehand game, which he's definitely going to need on this course. It's kind of funny, after the first day there were 2 lefties on the lead card, but they both have great forehands.
Yep. Yeah, Zach and Devin both can lay it down, because there's some really tough greens for the lefties to approach, and this was definitely one of them.
Absolutely. Looking at Bobby's second shot, and after that beautiful drive, it just comes a little bit short on his upshot. Rather unfortunate. Looking at your third, giving a little half go here.
Yep. Got the sticky putter out, so it kind of hits and sits, and got lucky that it didn't roll.
Nice. Feldberg, I believe this is going to be to save a par. Not so much. And Bobby also looking to save his par. Does that nicely. Bobby's a great putter.
Yeah. I can watch him putt all day.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know if he lost focus with the lead card crowd.
Yeah.
Up around back there, or rushed it, but that was pretty uncharacteristic.
It was, yeah. So Devin dropping an unfortunate par there after that great second shot. And Dave carting the lone bogey. I love Dave's picture.
Yeah, these graphics are sweet.
Yeah, Stu took some great pictures of all you guys. Really love it. We are on to hole 5, a par 3, 308 feet uphill, kind of a dogleg right. Short of the gutter is OB, kind of have these guardian trees, and there is OB long if you sail past the basket. And let's see what Devin can do going lefty forehand. She threw in previous rounds. And you get too high there and hit the ceiling?
Yep. Just left it a little high, and he did get lucky enough to cross in bounds up there, so he doesn't have to re-tee.
Okay.
So did catch a break, although he is out of bounds. So
What'd you use for that shot right there?
swirly S-line PD. It's a little flippier of a PD, and but it still does have some stability. You see how Bobby's disc wanted to fight back? He
Yeah.
wanted to over and then let it come back up the hill. So if you get it, throw too flippy of a disc, it might hold on and go deep, find out of bounds. I think it's actually the OB line is up by the circle. So
Yeah. I was gonna say I have a C-line PD, and that thing's beefy.
yeah, the S line is really straight, or the swirly S, anyways,
Gotcha.
and cool looking.
The kids dig the swirly these days. They're all the rage. They're selling like crazy. That was Devin's third shot. Just laying up for a 4. And Dana, you got a birdie look, but you're out well outside right here, right?
Yeah, probably 50, 60.
Yeah.
Gave a little run.
Yeah. Just a little bit left. Had the right height. Bobby coming up the hill for his birdie. Bang, bang. That Bobby dude's pretty good.
Yep, La Mirada legend.
And Feldberg, so what we'd not pictured is Dave running into a tree limb, right?
Yeah, he tripped a root,
He
I
tripped,
believe.
he tripped over a root, but he hit his head on the tree.
He fell hard.
Yeah.
Like I'm almost. I watched him pop up, and I saw stars in his eyes. He probably had a mild concussion, and I thought that all of a sudden I'm like, oh, Dave's gonna start shredding now. This is what he needs something like this to happen to get him going. So let's see if I was right.
Yeah. It kind of works out like that sometimes, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Something to get you going. But we're on to hole 6, par 4, 689. That's a 90-degree dogleg left, and then this green is just ridiculous, Dana.
Yeah. Thank you, UC, for putting up that disc golf park wall.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, he saved me one round.
Nice. So Bobby has the box, and looks like he's going for the shorter kind of layup zone.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe wanted a little farther right, but he made the corner. I've seen some people try to go over the trees and get down to the bottom, i.e. Paul Macbeth, but most people play the shorter line. Pretty good toss from Feldy. Looks like that concussion hasn't hurt him yet. He did birdie right after, right?
He made the putt.
Yeah. Is that another PD or?
That is a S-line DD. It's a pretty overstable one, but I like to play the low skip shot on this one, where it seemed like the majority of players I saw, righties anyways, go with the high hyzer.
Yeah.
The low one just suited my eye a little bit better, and I ended up in good spot every round.
Yeah, it seemed like you get a little farther left with the skip shot than the air shot, which I think you played it well. Looking at Devin's second shot after a great drive, but this is just an incredibly tough green to stick for a lefty backhand.
Mm-hmm.
Like near impossible. And you can see he left it way up on the hill, which is going to leave a scary putt and even a difficult upshot if he chooses to go that route. Feldberg's second shot. That's looking pretty good, Dana.
Yeah. Oh.
UC saves the day.
Yep. Thank you, disc golf park wall.
I didn't even know that was a part of your arsenal.
Me neither. It's a new thing.
Right on. So Bobby's upshot came up also a little bit short left. It's kind of a scary downhill putt. And look at your second shot. Going back to the MD.
This is the Glow MD3.
Oh, okay. This is the Eagle one?
Yeah. This is what Eagle. Yeah, it's not an Eagle stamped one. I wish it was, but this is just the regular old stock model.
Right on. That was Devin just laying up for a par. This is Bobby. Looks like he's gonna run this.
Ooh.
Yes. What a great putt.
Followed by.
Come on, Dana. Yeah.
Another great putt.
Yes. Who needs chains? They're for noobs.
Yep.
And Feldberg coming up the hill for his birdie. Oh. Thought for sure he'd make that one.
Yeah, I was convinced he was gonna birdie the rest of the course after his concussion.
Yeah, right. You are 2 down on the round. Bobby's 3. That's a great birdie on that hole. You know, it's definitely not one everybody gets.
No, that second shot is so hard. You know, you saw us righties, two of us end up high, and you have to hit that death putt, you flirt with you know, the low side and rolling. And Dave got lucky to stay in, and unfortunately couldn't convert on that nice upshot.
Yeah. So bringing us to hole 7, another par 4, 705 feet. Ridiculously intimidating tee shot with a double mando, almost a triple because of the ceiling. And then your second shot, if you make it out into the open, it's not short, Dana.
No, this is a really tough tee shot, and Bobby just to get past that manhole cover is a really good shot, and he flew way past it.
Yeah, I think his house where he grew up was like 100 feet across the street right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's definitely played this hole a time or two, and God, he hits that gap so consistently. And this is a pretty good shot, man.
Yeah, I went with that swirly SPD, and yeah, I'm in a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Definitely, I would take that all day. And Feldberg, also lacing it right up the middle. You guys are making this hole look a lot easier than it plays.
Oh man, he got the killer skip too.
He did. That was cool. Looks like an enforcer or something. I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah, not sure.
And Devin flirting with those trees, but eventually hits one. But fortunately, at least he made the Mandy's.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do what he wants here. Just crush a backhand. Oh no. There is OB right. And that found the OB.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. That was a pretty bad throw by Devin.
It was, yeah. Not what he's looking for. And your second shot, you're throwing a...
I'm going back to that G-line DD.
G-line DD?
Yeah.
Cool. Gave yourself a putt for birdie.
Mm-hmm.
On this incredibly fast green. And Feldberg's second shot after a great drive. Needs to get down. Wow. That's one of the better second shots I saw on this hole.
Yeah, it's hard to get it close to the basket.
Kind of like the opposite of the previous hole. You know? Or this one definitely favors the lefties on the second shots. A pretty good look from Bobby, but did come up a little bit short. And we got Devin throwing 4 right here. Hoping to get up and down, save his 5. I should be able to do that after that upshot. Pretty close. And Bobby for birdie. Who's it? Got some local love right there. And here is your putt for birdie. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. You can go take a bathroom break right now if you want or something.
I'd come back and I would still be putting. As we're about to. Oh man.
Oh no. Oh, disc. That's even farther than the first roll away.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's not over yet either.
Oh, come on. No way. I didn't even remember this one. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my god. This one goes in, right? There we go. Oh. I don't think I could have watched another one, man.
No. Nope. That hurt.
That was hard. You were having such a great round too.
Yeah.
And that was even for birdie initially.
Yep. I was on the green.
You were, man. Disc golf can be a jerk sometimes.
Yeah, it's all right. That you can see the putting stroke not looking good. Wasn't feeling confident, and came back to haunt me.
Yeah, it did. An unfortunate 6, taking your round back to 0. Bobby's still shooting pretty hot at the 3 down, and taking the lead on the chase card here by 2 strokes. We're on to hole 8, 400 feet, par 3, slightly uphill. Right of the gutter is OB. There is also OB left and OB long. Pretty tough hole to park, especially with that OB so close to the basket.
Yeah, this is another really tricky green, tough lefty hole too.
Mm-hmm. Feldberg pumping it up there with something over stable. Getting some fade towards the bucket. That's a pretty great shot.
Yep, nice little uphill putt. Doesn't have to worry about the downhiller.
Yeah, very true. Bobby Musick, a little bit low here. What?
Whoa.
Local skip right there.
I like it.
Yeah, that's great. And it looks like a lefty hole initially, but I don't really think it is.
No. It's one of those ones that it looks like a lefty at first glance, but it's actually a righty hole.
Yep. With the way that green is sloped, it's a really tough one to stick. And what's in your hand right here?
This is a swirly S-line CD2.
Oh, okay. My buddy Alex really likes that disc a lot.
Yeah, it's a really cool disc. I just started throwing that one.
Yeah. It's a control driver, I guess, right? CD?
Yep. I think it's got the Sidewinder bottom and then the Discmania Anheuser top.
Oh, okay, cool.
You get technical with it.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Sure. I'm a big Sidewinder fan. When I was a one-disc wonder, that was my disc.
Dude, me too. I used
Really?
to throw like 6 of them.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
Nice putt.
Yeah, great putt from Bobby. And you're coming down the hill. This is for birdie as well, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, that felt good after the fiasco on the last hole.
Yeah, man. It's a great way to get back on track. Get your round going again. And Devin is still 1 over. You're 1 under. Bobby is now 4 down. And Feldberg's only one back of that. On the round, anyway. And that's going to bring us to hole 9, another par 4. The tee shot is probably the easiest, or most forgiving of any par 4 tee shot, I would think.
Yeah, for the right-handed player.
Yeah, for the right-handed player. You can just kind of pitch it out there, throw it far, and fade left. But this is the second shot onto this peninsula green it's intimidating.
Yeah, it's not easy. You got that light pole too for the right-handed or the right to left up shots going to the green that is just waiting to get hit.
Right. Feldberg crushing out there pretty good, putting it in a pretty perfect spot. Almost got Peter Mars filming for us, and it also edited this footage for us.
Oh, thanks, Peter.
Yeah, huge thanks to Peter for that.
Nice meeting you too, by the way.
Oh, did you? Nice. And Bobby's getting kind of flirty with it, Dana. Oh my goodness.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was. He pushed it, but it worked out for him. Gonna leave him with a pretty short up shot. And Dana just playing it safe out there to the left.
Yep. Just gripping and ripping a old Eco Destroyer.
Oh, okay. I've seen that colored Eco Destroyer all over the place. They bomb, man.
Yeah. That's one good frisbee right there.
Yeah.
Get up over it.
Devin Owens gets it out there. Probably a little shorter than he would have liked, but should work. Looking at his second shot, looks like he's got an overstable mid-range. Or maybe not that overstable.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's short. And you just really do not want to miss short on this upshot.
No.
Like, if you're going to miss long. Because at least have a putt. But
Right.
if you miss short, you still have a 150-foot upshot. Great look from Feldberg. Should be carding a birdie. You going P2 right here?
Yep. P2.
Great driving putter / upshot putter.
Yeah, I got to throw in. This was like my first time playing basically not in terrible conditions all winter, and
Oh, yeah, huh?
that disc kept amazing me because it goes kind of far.
They do.
It's not just Simon. They really do go far.
And that was a great upshot by you, by the way. Pretty parked. No stress putting. Devin.
Oh,
You can't do that. Oh my goodness. I think he's throwing. Is this 5 or 6?
I
Gosh,
don't even know.
that hurts, man. Feldberg for birdie though. Dave.
Looked like it lifted just a little bit.
It did, yeah. Bobby making a nice birdie. Devin with I want to say a 6, maybe a 7. And Dave with a 4. And Dana, you got a drop in birdie.
Oh yeah, those are the feel good. That was a feel good putt.
That was, man. And got a lot of strokes on Devin right there.
Oh.
With that 7. Oh, that hurts, man. It's a nice guy. It's hard to watch that. Bobby continues with the hot round at 5 down. Has a 3-stroke lead on the card, and we're on to the backside here. Hole 10, 371-foot par 3. Played pretty second easiest hole after hole 2, even though there's OB right of the gutter. But if you throw something stable enough, it shouldn't have any problems with that.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby pumping it out there on the hyzer line. he squeaked through those trees?
He did, and then he got a nice little jump towards the bucket. He's probably 30 feet.
He flashed that local card.
Mm-hmm.
And you're throwing PD2?
Yep.
Nice. Dang, dude.
Wow. I like the second camera coverage. You get to see all these looks that
Right?
you don't normally get to see.
Yeah, I've heard that before from pros. They're like, oh, that's how that disc got there.
Yeah, I especially like it in the woods. Oh, that's what I hit, or that's what it, whatever.
Exactly. Feldberg went a little bit long. Looking at Devin's second shot. Looks like he's kind of just laying it for a par. And Dave from outside the circle. We've got a step putt coming up here. Not so much. And Bobby for birdie. So you just decide you're done with putting. You're just going to park the rest of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at that point. I was feeling pretty good, so that's what I was hoping for.
You executed the plan. Nice birdie, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And Bobby, is that 3 in a row for him?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely 3 in a row. Could have been 4 if he hit that putt on 7.
Actually, I think I got 3 in a row too, and then I unfortunately had that ugly
oh yeah
7.
Yeah, we won't talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
We're on to a hole 11, which not the most difficult hole, but really didn't see very many birdies. It's a tough look, Dana.
Yeah, this is a beautiful hole, and you got to throw a really good shot to get a putt. I don't like that they didn't have a Mando to force you to throw up the gut.
Uh-huh.
I saw a lot of players go up on the left side throwing rollers or big turnovers.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little, but they moved the tee pad back and didn't take that into account. That was a great shot,
wasn't it? Yeah, such a really just a tough shot. You got to throw uphill and then get it to flatten out with that low ceiling, and then get some late fade. Is this your Echo Star Destroyer?
Yep. I'm throwing that about as hard as I can.
Yeah, it's 410 feet uphill. And you gave yourself a look, which is really all I could ask for on this hole. I don't think I saw any park jobs, really. And Feldberg stretching it out. Busting out that Feldy Swedish style.
Mm-hmm.
A little high. Fought through, though, but that's a par.
Yep.
And Devin. What's he going to try here? A little turnover shot. That turned over a little too much. I'll have a putt, but it's a lot longer than he wanted. And you can see why there's so many pars and not birdies after watching 4 people throw on it.
Yep. And you really just, as long as you get past that first grouping of trees and can see the basket on your upshot, all these players at this event should be getting up and down.
Yeah, exactly. Here is your look for a birdie. Oh my goodness. So close, Dana.
No, that would have been my first outside the circle putt of the weekend.
Really? Almost got it. Just need a couple more inches. But Bobby getting a stroke on the card right there with a rare birdie on hole 11.
Yeah, I think at this point he's catching up with the leaders.
Yeah.
He's up there by Macbeth.
Yeah, I think he was in second place at this point, I want to say, and only back by like 2 or 3. He was definitely doing work. He has 7 down on the round after 11 holes. Pretty solid.
Yeah, he had me. I was hyped up for him. Like he was playing really good. The putts were dead on, and
yeah.
Man, I hope Bobby just runs away with this.
Yeah, that'd have been really cool.
The move.
Yep. Up next is hole 12. It's got that Guardian Tree downhill shot, and Bobby's playing the mid-range up the middle line. Caught that Guardian Tree. He's gonna have a putt, but not quite as close as he was hoping. You going mid off the tee here?
No, I actually went with FD, fairway driver, and
whoa.
Yeah.
That thing just barely cleared the crest and just sailed.
Yeah, I want to miss deep on this, but not that deep.
Yeah.
You come up short. It's a much harder approach, even from right there where Dave is. It's not all that easy on that hill.
Yeah, you have that low ceiling plus the downhill. Makes it really tough. Devin taking the backhand hyzer line. That looks pretty good.
Yep. Nice shot, Devi.
Thank you. We got a Feldberg second shot. Yep, solid upshot. And you're coming back up the hill for your birdie, but it was what, 70?
Yeah, I'm just praying it doesn't roll or do anything weird.
Who would have thought about it?
Yeah.
But stuck. Should be a par. And Bobby, I was hoping this one was going to go in. This would have been like 7 in a row or something. Just a little too much on it, though.
Yep.
And Devin, after a great drive.
Come on, Devin.
There he goes. Getting back on track. And Feldy drops in a par. This is Bobby coming back up the hill for his par.
It's about a 30-footer, it looks like.
Yeah. Definitely a little tester action. The putt's so solid. And here is your par putt. And you work for a disc golf park, Dana?
Yes. Yep, I'm a disc golf park representative.
Cool. I heard nothing but like great things about the tee pads all week.
Yeah, I thought they were great, even in that crazy, awful, terrible rain we had during the second round.
Mm-hmm.
They held up pretty well. And yeah, if anyone is looking for a disc golf course or know of a place, whether it's a golf course, ski resort, or just a city park, you want me to help you, give me a shout out on Facebook.
Awesome.
Or Twitter, wherever, at Dana Disc Golf.
Yeah. You're all over the social medias.
Yes.
Easy to find. So we're on hole 13 here, par 4, 643. Devin drove OB. Kind of a tough lefty line, especially when you're fading at the OB. Bobby's playing it pretty safe here. And you want to try to stay in the middle of the fairway as you can, but that means you're going to test the OB. Is your Star Destroyer? Or Echo Star?
Yep, and that was a pretty bad throw. I didn't want to throw it out of bounds and just kind of weak-armed it left.
Yeah. Didn't penetrate too far into the trees, though, so you might have a look, but this green is just so ridiculous, Dana.
Yeah, this is one of the few holes out here that really had some bite that scared me, because if you're going for the green and you don't miss deep, you're rethrowing, and
Yep.
no, it could get ugly quick.
Very much so. Looking at Devin's third shot, and he's going for the green, playing the skip shot. Go. Wow.
That was like a rock that skipped like 6 times.
It did, right?
Good shot, Devin.
Great looking pull from where he was. That's from the drop zone. Going for the green from the drop zone was no joke. Looking at your second shot.
Oh,
That's a good miss, though.
that was that was a really bad throw, and I got a good break.
Were you trying to go right of that tree or left of the tree?
Yep, I wanted to go right and play, just power it and play that skip onto the green and miss deep if I miss, but missed my line and ended up getting lucky.
Yep, kicked it back inbounds pretty nicely. Dave had a monster tee shot, Dana.
Yeah, he's got about a drop in right here.
Yeah, he was where you have a good drive for the regular tee.
Oh, that was bad.
That
almost rivals the Paul Ulibarri monkey paw from DGWT years ago for all of you disc golf junkies.
Nice. At least it made it in bounds, though.
Yeah, I mean that's 3 bad throws in a row for me, and I didn't throw out of bounds in one of them, so yeah. I'm pretty happy that I'm throwing bad shots but not getting totally
hosed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a 5.
Yeah, I was kind of, honestly, I was feeling a little bit of the pressure. The whole lead card gallery was there, the live cameras and all that, and I don't know if it just kind of rushed and threw some really bad shots, or at least that's my excuse.
I'll take it. That works for me. I played terrible in front of the camera. I'm sure about to find out. We're doing a GBO media battle the day after GBO, which should be interesting. Are you going to GBO?
I am not.
Okay.
You guys are going though? Maybe I'll go.
Yeah, I'll be there, man. Come hang out. I'll draft you on Team Central Coast Disc Golf. You've done commentary for us now. I need your help. On a hole 14, this is a dogleg left, 574-foot par 4. Dave had a pretty solid tee shot. Looking at Devin's tee shot, and this is a pretty amazing lefty throw right here.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know you could do much better unless you throw down an amazing roller. Bobby in the past has gone roller, but opts for the air shot here and hit that tree.
I feel like we had a little. I was throwing roller. I feel like there might have been a little wind kicking up that
Okay.
caused us both to go with the air shot.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of rollers. I'm surprised nobody put one down, especially with all you guys are capable. But that was a great tee shot nonetheless.
Yeah, that was pretty far. That was my farthest tee shot of the weekend on that hole.
Nice. So we're looking at Bobby's second shot. He's got quite a bit of work here to do. Playing a skip shot. And from where he was, that was pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't really know they could do much better. And looking at Devin's second shot. This green it's interesting. It's got a low ceiling, but that pine straw makes it just slide like crazy.
It's like ice.
It is, isn't it?
I've watched videos here before, and like it can't be that fast.
Yeah.
It's that fast.
It is. Looking at Dave's second shot.
That one, I guess that one didn't slide too bad, but
No, it's still got a little more than he expected, I'm sure. And you going P2?
That's a P1.
P1, okay. And there's that fast green. How's that fly compared to a P2?
Very straight. This
Okay.
is yep. I've got that one kind of beat up, so it's got a little bit of turn to it even.
Nice.
Oh, Bobby.
I know, man. I wanted that one. That'd have been a great birdie save after that drive. And you're coming back for your birdie. Oh, Dana.
Yeah.
If I could have given you like a foot of elevation to sprinkle in between all your putts, we could have saved you like 10 strokes.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
Oh, man. Good birdie from Dave. And looking at Devin. Ugh.
That's
weird.
Oh, Devin.
Oh, Devin. Oh, man.
Oh, poor Devin. Struggling a little bit there.
I know, man. I was got a soft spot for Devin because I filmed his ace and it got me on ESPN. I'll be a fan for life. But
yeah, I love the dude. He's funny.
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy. Feldberg carding the lone birdie there. That's going to take us to hole 15, which is another roller hole, par 4. Low ceiling off the tee, that kind of goes uphill. And then the right of the fairway is a little more crowded than the left. Baskets down there. Tucked on the right-hand side of the trees. And Feldy on the box, laying down a roller, as is tradition. Were you aiming for the right or the left-hand side of the fairway on this one?
I was going left because I was throwing that really flippy sidewinder.
Uh-huh.
Because I knew it was going to basically, no matter what, roll up the hill.
Yeah. Bobby lays down a pretty good one. Probably want to get a little farther up the hill to have a look at the basket, but that should play. And you're throwing your Roadrunner, you said, or Sidewinder?
Roadrunner.
Roadrunner, okay.
That's the Sidewinder.
We were talking about Sidewinders earlier, so.
Okay.
Yeah. And kicks you left, but that's actually not the worst place to be over there.
No, I'm going to actually, I was pretty happy. I was in a really good spot to have a look at a birdie.
Yeah, it gives you, that left-hand side gives you the cleanest look to the bucket. And that one amazingly skipped up the hill way farther than I thought it would. We're looking at Bobby's second shot. And I think that one came out a little low. Hit a tree, I lost it. Looking at Devin's second shot, taking a hyzer line at it. Solid. Good putt for birdie. And what are you forehanding right here?
Well, I tried to forehand a PD2. It's a really overstable one, and I just yanked it right into the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a great look for a birdie, too.
Yeah, you did. Oh, man.
And I think I might do it again here.
Don't do that. So you're looking at your third shot.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was...
A tree this time, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a much harder... The third shot was way harder than my second shot.
Yeah, it was definitely more in the tree line. How about that putt, though, Dana?
That's fist pump worthy.
That was awesome. Great.
Thank you.
Great. Was that par save?
Yeah, save the par.
Yeah.
Hanging in.
Yeah. Bobby for birdie.
Oh,
Dang. And Dana for his birdie.
or Devin.
There he goes. Gets one going. And Feldberg. Is that a birdie for Feldy?
I think that was a drop in.
Yeah. What an upshot. Yeah, there it
Yeah.
was. Amen. Devin carding birdies. You and Bobby carding pars. And it looks like Bobby is still leading the card with that 7 down, although Feldberg only went back to that on the day. And
Yeah, Bobby kind of cooled off.
Yeah, he did. His putt's filling him just a little bit. We're on to hole 16, 341 par 3. OB in the softball fields if you go over the fence, but this tee shot's intimidating. It's a pretty tiny window.
Yeah, not easy by any means.
And Feldberg's drive right here. And hit the gap perfectly, and it's fading towards the basket. Ooh. Not the skip he wanted, though.
Nope, but he's got a look, I think, from
Yeah,
there.
definitely. Pretty tough lefty hole, which is why Devin's going forehand. And, well, that'll play.
Wow, great shot right there.
Give himself a putt. And Bobby's drive. Did you turn that one over a little too much? Yeah, he did a tree, didn't he?
Yep. That tree definitely saved him from going out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, there's the OB far to the right, isn't there? Why'd you throw right there?
That was S-line DD, my overstable one. Kind of just crank on it and play it off the fence.
Mm-hmm. Looking at Bobby's second shot, just laying up for a par, and you did not have a good look here, Dana.
No.
Creative layup for par, though. Done well.
Yep, I was happy to put it under the bucket.
Yeah. And Feldberg for bird.
Oh.
Weird. Another air ball from Dave. Devin to card a birdie. Yeah, Devin's kind of getting back on track.
Yeah, a couple big birds in a row.
Yeah. Feldberg coming back up the hill. And Bobby making a nice par save. Along with you. I like the pause and then they continue walking. So Devin carding the lone birdie on that one, which is super surprising. Did see a ton of birdies. A lot of pars though. Onto hole 17, which... What do you think about 17, Dana?
Well, when I first walked up to it, I said, all right, this is going to be the big game changer. But the out-of-bounds rules for it were pretty favorable for the player to not take a huge score. So I thought the hole was a good hole. It was kind of nice to not have to worry about this insanely hard hole where you're going to have to re-tee if you throw out of bounds or do any of that.
Yeah.
So, but got to throw a couple good shots to get the birdie.
Mm-hmm. Pretty decent drive so far from Dave and Devin. Bobby looking to match that. I believe he's just throwing a putter off the tee here so it doesn't go too long.
Yep.
You throw a putter as well, or do you go mid?
I go with the MD3, a swirly one that's overstable. I just try to play the hyzer out around, but you see that camera guy, I adjusted a little bit and didn't go wide enough, but I got lucky and stayed in.
Nice.
One of the Joe boys.
Oh, it's Michael Fouché. And we got Dave Feldberg's second shot, throwing an Annie at it. It's definitely beneficial to be where you are. Left-hand side of the fairway, but Dave made it work.
Yeah, nice little hop in.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And Bobby playing a little turnover. Oh, stay clean. Woo. Flirting with it, but stays in bounds. And, pretty good lefty hole for Devin, at least on the second shot. You'd think so anyway.
Yeah, it plays nice for the lefty. Hyzer coming in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very well done by Devin. And this is your second shot. I don't recognize that one. Which was, is it the P1?
That was the first time I threw it. That was PMD3. It's pretty beat up, so it's my turnover mid range.
Oh man, just barely OB. So close.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's gonna be your 4 shot. You'll be putting for a 5. And we got Bobby putting for a 3 in front of the hometown crowd. No, he wants this one. Oh, Bobby. Dang it. Bobby does a lot of great work with YMCA and disc golf. He's kind of an ambassador in SoCal.
Nice. Dave sneaks a little putt in there.
Yeah, he does. And here you are for a 5.
Yep.
Well done there. Devin with a great second shot. Just drops in birdie.
Yeah, a couple nice putts down the stretch here for Devin.
Mhm.
Is that 3? Did he just go birdie, birdie, birdie? Or
He
is
did.
that,
Yeah, that's a little turkey action right there on some pretty difficult holes.
get him back to +1?
Yeah. You are 1 down now. Bobby is still 7 down along with Dave now. Caught him is only 1 stroke back. And it's going to bring us to hole 18. OB in the gutter right, OB left, but didn't really see that come into play. And there's also OB long, Dana?
Yep. I believe they put some banners up and went past him. That was out.
Yeah. So, decent lefty hole for Devin. Saw Germ throwing forehand, so I must play at least a little bit. Favor that shot.
Yeah, I still don't know why Ricky was backhand rolling it.
Wasn't that weird, man?
I don't know. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I guess it worked for him.
It did work for him, though. And it kind of... Make sure you're not going to go B right, at least. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a funny shot to see from Ricky. And looking at Bobby. That's a pretty good looking pull right there.
Oh, wow.
Dang. Almost aced it.
Awesome shot by Bobby. And Bobby's playing with a new bag, too. He jumped down with latitude. So, I mean, he's throwing a whole new set of discs.
Yeah. That destroyer, I remember talking to you about that shot after you threw it. It rose.
Yeah, that was. I'm excited. I was excited to see that because I thought I'd shorted it and it just kind of kept flying.
Yeah, it's like, nah, I'm going to go to the basket. And I believe that was Devin missing a putt for birdie. This is Dave for his birdie. Finishes nicely.
Yeah, nice birdie finish for Dave.
Yeah, and you gave yourself a drop in to finish the round.
Yep.
Great way to do it. And here is Bobby. And he actually ties Ricky for second with that shot. And then they go to a playoff. And Bobby actually won on hole 17. Pretty cool for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Got Huntington Beach taking first and La Mirada taking second. Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, very cool. That was a fun round, and I thank you for asking me to commentate. It's I'm excited.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. It was a good time. So how'd you end up finishing? You know?
I finished the tournament in 12th place.
Uh-huh.
So I was very happy with it. Coming out to California at first tournament of the year and hadn't played a whole lot and didn't have a whole lot of expectations, and I came out and threw the disc pretty good.
Cool, man. That was great.
Oh, good.
Great to see you play so well.
Thank you.
Man. All right, man. Well, Dana, thanks again for your time, man. It was fun watching you play, fun doing commentary, and we'll catch you guys around. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. See you next time.
Oh my God, dude. My wife was supposed to put my kid to bed, and he came out like 20 minutes ago. Have you been hearing him? I'm sure.
I heard a little bit of it, and I was like, I wonder if that's... And then you couldn't hear it, but my kid was upstairs crying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Our kids are conspiring against us.
Yes. Sorry. Sometimes I get, I'm a dominant talker.
Oh, not at all, man.
Disc golf stuff, so I had to hold back. But I enjoyed it, and thank you for all the hard work on these videos and all the other ones. I appreciate it.
For sure, man. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it.